Travis Wayne Goodsell. So, yeah, the YouTube employee had a tag team this morning with Google Chat. Yeah, posting the Sign in the Heaven video. It raised red flags when it didn't finish processing after getting to 5 minutes remaining. That's the normal time frame that lets me know it's about to finish. Sometimes it'll go down to 4, and yesterday there was a 3, which actually it went down all the way to 1, but nonetheless it did that this morning as well, and then it froze. It got through the time and then said almost done, a few more seconds, almost done. Taking longer than expected. They froze it. This has been done before. The YouTube employee uses this tactic to prevent my videos from being posted. And so I recognize the timing of it right before conference. I recognize the pattern of practice. It's been done multiple times. And so YouTube now has a Google Chat for creators. So I clicked on it and said, hey, there's a problem. It's not processing, it's frozen. And he said, well, uploading can take time. No, it's processing. Processing is frozen. It's now 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 20 minutes. He kept saying uploading takes time. Wouldn't acknowledge processing. There's a difference. Processing is YouTube's thing. Because once it's uploaded, I can then publish it and wait for the processing to finish if I want, and go about my day and do another video or whatever. But because I can't trust these guys, I have to pay attention to make sure it processes. And so he then again refused to acknowledge that there was a problem, and said, check the little icon next to the video. It'll tell you how much time it has left. It'll inform you what's going on, and these things can take up to 24 hours. So any of you doing little TikTok, YouTube videos for just a few seconds, expect it to take 24 hours now, because that's the new time for processing, 24 hours. So this video, yeah, this was yesterday. Seriously, dear God. And so I re-uploaded the video and it processed normally. And then I went to click on the chat to send them the photo snapshot that, hey, it was the problem with processing. But nope, chat's disabled. He was pissed that I was calling him out. So yes, both the YouTube employee freezing the processing of my video and whoever that BS is, on the Google Chat were tag teaming me this morning. And they didn't even watch the video. But that's the problem, is that Mormons never watch my videos. And so after I had to watch it, because their algorithms are such that in order for my video to get more attention, I need to watch them and put a thumbs up so that they can get attention. It doesn't always work, but most of the time it works. And so I then came back, checked my comments, and one was held. It says, comments that may be offensive are shown below, and it's hidden. And so I have to click on it. Are you sure you want to see this? Show it. That's why I hold all comments for review. And so it's by a Chris Topher. Yeah, 1984. Interesting. And he commented, Synagogue of Satan. Satan's all capital. The only religion that has synagogues are the Jews. The video he was commenting on, LDS church missionaries preaching Christian gospel of anti-Semitism. And so dumbass Chris Topher, 1984, went and put an anti-Semitic comment. It had no application to the LDS church. They're not Jewish. Remember? They're supposed to be. They're not. That's why I do the videos, that they're anti-Semitic. And so an anti-Semitic person puts an anti-Semitic comment on my video exposing the church as anti-Semitic. What a dumbass. Ignorance leads to hate. Hate leads to violence. Again confirmed. If he had put Church of Satan, I would have violated the YouTube employee who flagged it to defend the church, because it would have been appropriate. Because the church claims to be Christian, and Christians use churches, not synagogues. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has as their keystone the inverted pentagram of Lucifer, Satan. And so, yes, if he had only put Church of Satan, it would have been the correct, appropriate comment for the video. But he put synagogue instead. And so, yes, I reported him, as the YouTube employee wanted me to. However, the YouTube employee did not flag. Let me blow this up. Elsaka Karen Abotha. Elsaka Karen Abotha. Is that Polynesian? She replied on LDS Church indoctrination. Spiritual witness based upon lies. Now, if she had watched the video, she would not have made this comment, because she made this comment because she's confirmed the content of the video. She put, and her thumbnail changed. It was a picture of a person, and I was trying to see, and I was going to click on to see if I could blow up on her channel to see who it is, but it changed to CM, whatever CM is, for Elsaka Karen Botha. But she put, lies as usual, it's getting really old, and then an emoji of, looks like putting the hand over, because tired, yawning. This also got reported. And guess what happened when I clicked on the flag to report it? It wouldn't click. I had to click, 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 and finally it went through. The church, the Mormon working for YouTube, refused to acknowledge that this was hateful like the other comment that they flagged. Because this one's directed at me, not the church. And didn't even want me to flag it. They're in charge of it. My flagging it's going to do nothing. They're going to ignore it. And she'll be allowed to continue to put those comments on other videos. Just dumb. And so yes, you can see how the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints incites Mormons to ignorance, to hate, to violence, to racism, sexism, bigotry, anti-Semitism, neglecting of the poor, all forms of hate. These are Mormons. And so I am kind of curious, though, because for Thursday night, my brother, I found out, had hired a lawyer to shut down videos. Again, bombshells about the church. And he had gone through YouTube, filing a complaint. I replied to the YouTube email, letting them know that Todd is a public figure. I am legally allowed to do videos about him. And so, yes, they came back and said, you're fine, you're good. They would have also notified Todd. Sorry, you are a public figure, he can do these videos. Knowing that YouTube denied him, he then sent me an email and again repeated, you are defaming me and I'm a private person. Take down those videos or remove me from those videos. And I really can't. I have to delete the video. I can't put in the replacement video. YouTube won't allow that. Unless there's some other trick that they're not showing on the screen. But regardless, I ignored them. But in all good faith and conscience, I did another video about him. And in the process of the video, I went to his public social media LinkedIn account and went over it in the video. And sure enough, I found out I was wrong. I was misinformed, or I misinformed the public in the previous 2 videos that he had found after all these years, knowing how to communicate with me, and didn't. Went straight to YouTube to complain first. And so I made a public apology, made the correction, because it also revealed a bombshell about the church. And so I thought the matter was resolved. Been about a week or so, hadn't heard back from him. I was even doing videos following up on this, and I haven't heard from my brother. I guess Yeah. It's a situation where blah, 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 blah. I thought the matter was resolved. YouTube told him he's a public figure, and I did the video with the correction and the bombshell. So I thought it was resolved. Nope. Because the night before my birthday, I get an email from his lawyer. And again, bringing up the same issues. Todd is a private figure, quoted a precedent, and you have defamed him with lies, which were about the church, not him. And I noticed that she did not make any reference to YouTube having notified him that he has no claim. So I did. I made sure that she knew that Todd was being dishonest with her. Todd did not indicate that he went to YouTube first. And then after YouTube told him no, he then sent me an email. I then made a correction and thought the matter was resolved. And then instead of emailing me, he went to her. The same problem. Over and over. Refusing to accept it. And so Todd revealed through his lawyer that he was being economically endangered. He was going to lose money, lose his job. And so those are the damages that I've caused. Nope. That was his cry for help. He's employed with the church. If he's having a threat to his income and his employment from the income, it's the church who's the threat. Not me. Because the church is a public figure. I can do videos all I want about them, as long as I don't lie. And when I find an error, like I did with Todd, I make video corrections. But I do research into the church. News won't do that. Everybody else is afraid of the church because of what they do to people who dares to molest and make them afraid. What they've done to me. What they're now doing through my brother to me. What they've done through the shelter to me. What they've done through the previous apartment to me. Going all the way back to when I first showed up on the radar, showing with my deciphered Paleo-Hebrew that Joseph is a translator. Church is true. Awesome, right? Nope. See, this is how the church weaponizes Mormons. They give orders. Mormons must obey. If they fail, they get fired. My brother fails, he will lose his job. I hope his lawyer does the right thing here, because I let her know this. That he has no threat of losing his job just because I did a video that included him. He's got stable employment. He's had it since 2014. It's the church. He's faithful and true are the moments he too can share. He believes in Jesus. He's a sucker and a loser for their lies. He is not at risk economically or for his job. He lies, and in his lies reveals the truth that the church threatened him to commit a crime against me with the threat that he'll lose his job. Everybody who's done this to me from the church, if they failed, they lost their job. If they succeeded, they were rewarded. There's one guy who bought himself 2 new Suburbans. SUVs. And then he also got a promotion and a raise in order to afford the 2 SUVs. Another person was given advertising money by the church on their online website. She's the one that sentenced me to death. That's the one where the picture I've shown where I'm in the emergency room in a hospital bed. That's her. The receipt that I show, that's what she caused. That's why the church paid her. That's a crime. It automatically means the church isn't true. But I've already known the church isn't true. The church weaponizes Mormons, turns them into haters, turns them into liars, turns them into weapons who murder. And those who fail them lose their jobs and suffer the same fate that I do. And so I keep putting at the beginning of my videos, I am not ashamed of the Jewish gospel of Joseph Smith. Because that's the big tip-off. The church is anti-Semitic. And it's blatant and it's obvious. But the indoctrination won't let Mormons see it. And instead, they are weaponized.